Welcome to Wise Wealth Wisdom, the path to success, your one-stop shop for personal development, motivation, and wealth. We believe that everyone has the potential to achieve great things, and our goal is to help you reach your full potential. People who lived during the Great Depression foraged for food to feed their families. Did you know that even rabbits and squirrels were consumed during this era? Even dandelions were made into meals. However, be cautious, as some foods are inedible. Know what plants to eat and use a guidebook. Avoid using credit for purchases. Opt for cash instead. Stick to your budget to prevent overspending. Tracking your expenses can provide valuable insight into your financial situation. Prioritize essential purchases and avoid unnecessary spending. Embrace this frugal living tip from the Great Depression to manage your finances wisely. During the Great Depression, people survived by substituting meat with more affordable alternatives. They crafted meatless meals from ingredients like pasta, potatoes, or beans, and created inexpensive dishes such as pancakes. Even when meat was available, they stretched it to maximize its usage and make it last longer. Amidst the Great Depression, individuals prioritized repairs over replacements due to financial constraints. They diligently mended clothes and utilized functional items to their fullest extent. Rather than discarding broken items, they endeavored to repair them, thereby avoiding additional costs. Moreover, they creatively repurposed household items to mend and sustain their possessions. Bartering thrived during the Great Depression, offering a lifeline during financial hardships, particularly when currency was scarce. People exchanged goods they possessed for items they required, fostering community resilience. For instance, those cultivating crops or rearing animals would engage in bartering sessions in town, trading produce for vital commodities such as kerosene for lighting and other essentials they lacked. If you have access to a backyard garden, cultivating your own food, regardless of the garden's size, is essential. It enables you to increase food production on your premises and cut down on grocery costs. Lack of gardening experience shouldn't deter you. Tutorials and guidebooks are available to assist you in learning how to cultivate a variety of herbs and spices. Lettuce, cucumbers, and tomatoes are among the easy-to-grow produce options to consider. To live frugally and save money, consider recycling items rather than discarding them. Repurposing old items for new uses can be incredibly cost-effective. For instance, repurpose old plastic bottles as containers and transform flour and feed sacks into clothing. Convert old clothing scraps into new rags or mops, and utilize old newspapers and magazines for arts and crafts projects. Additionally, use wood scraps to craft wooden toys for your children. During the Great Depression, people mastered the art of recycling, transforming seemingly useless items into valuable resources. Embrace this practice and learn to live frugally, following in the footsteps of our ancestors. During the Great Depression, people maximized the use of every part of the chicken for various meals. The bones and feet were utilized for soups, and occasionally, even the feathers were repurposed for bedding. This period instilled in people the value of utilizing all available resources to ensure survival. If there's an unused room in your house, think about renting it out to supplement your income. Renting out spare rooms is one of the most effective methods for earning extra money. If you have the chance to accommodate lodgers, seize it as an opportunity to boost your earnings. Conserve resources by layering clothing to keep warm instead of relying on heaters while sleeping. Historically, people utilized feather beds crafted from fowl feathers to retain warmth during the night. During the Great Depression, individuals practiced self-sufficiency by crafting items they needed rather than purchasing them. Despite lacking internet resources, they honed their skills in creating essentials. If possible, embrace a do-it-yourself approach to minimize expenses and avoid hiring professionals. Consider making your own clothing, baking bread, and preparing meals as examples of self-reliance. During that time, individuals opted for alternative modes of transportation to conserve gasoline. Bicycling and walking emerged as the two most favored modes of travel. Additionally, they limited their use of automobiles whenever feasible. Ensure none of your produce goes to waste. Master the art of preservation. Utilize mason jars for canning various foods. Explore alternative methods such as drying, dehydrating, fermenting, curing, or freezing to extend the shelf life of your food items. Bread baking was a necessity for our ancestors, vital for sustaining their families during challenging times. Today, this traditional practice is experiencing a resurgence in households. Consider baking your bread to save money while relishing the taste of fresh, homemade loaves. During the 1930s, individuals displayed ingenuity in repurposing leftover ingredients. Bacon grease found new life in stir-fries and pie crusts, while herb and vegetable scraps were transformed into flavorful stocks, enhancing various dishes. Additionally, bones were utilized to create nourishing bone broth, maximizing the utility of every component. Throughout the Great Depression, individuals fashioned garments by hand, often without the aid of sewing machines. They repurposed old fabric to fashion new clothing and even utilized flour and feed sacks to create attire for themselves and their children. The bowl cut emerged as a prevalent and straightforward hairstyle during that time. Even individuals lacking experience in hairdressing adopted it as a cost-saving measure. All that was required for this style was a set of shears, clippers, and a fine-tooth comb. Refine your budgeting abilities and establish a written budget prioritizing necessities such as food and shelter. After ensuring these basics are covered, contemplate allocating any surplus funds towards savings and investments. In the Great Depression era, affordable entertainment venues like dance halls and radio shows were widespread. Radio broadcasts offered a variety of programs including soap operas, sermons, and mysteries, catering to diverse interests. Similarly, modern individuals can enjoy budget-friendly entertainment, such as hosting game nights or indulging in a movie marathon at home instead of costly outings. Parks also offer inexpensive recreational opportunities for leisure activities. Prepackaged and convenience foods come at a premium. Cooking from scratch not only promotes better health, but also offers significant savings. Numerous affordable and nourishing meal options can be easily prepared at home, providing an alternative to the expense and potential health risks associated with dining out at restaurants and fast food establishments. I hope you encounter fascinating experiences and gather even more valuable insights as this discussion concludes. Thank you for being with us, and remember to subscribe for further beneficial advice to enrich your journey in life.